Hello everyone, this is Natraj. Today I am going to explain Android Studio now. Open any browser, copy the download link. It's open source software. Here is the download link. Click the button. Click here. This will take few minutes. Now open the downloaded file. Click install. Click next. First we have to install JDK for this one. So download it. It start now. This is 64-bit. Click next. Here we have to select the development tools. Here is the path of where installing. This will take few minutes. Here is the destination folder. The installing start now. After installation complete, we have to set environment variables. So we have to go to my computer properties. Here advanced system. Here environmental variables. In this, go to path. Here you have to set the JDK path. Go to C drive. Java JDK bin. Copy this. paste here. After this, here we have to create new java_home. Here also paste the same path except bin. Click OK. Now start the Android installation. Click next. Next. I agree. Here is the installation path. Install Android Studio. This will take few minutes. Installation complete. Open the Android Studio. Today I am going to show simple Android application, allowed program. Go to File, New Project. Here give an application name. Click Next. Here we have to check phone and tablet. Click Next. Here select blank activity. Next. Here you have to give application name or class name. Finish. This is a simple allowed application. It's building in current application. Configuring the app. In this app, in this application, it contains two parts. One is but another is XML part. XML part is mainly used for designing purpose. In Java, main activity is a class name. Action bar activity is an abstract class which extends the method on create. These are all the optional parts. Here is design part of hello world. Here is text with the hello world in the app. Go to run. Click run app. Select an Android virtual device. Click OK. This will take few minutes. This Android virtual device. It's loading OS now. This is our current app, my application. Click run. This is my program. Allow word.
Hello everyone, this is MD Anif. Just now you seen Nataj has shown the Android installation and he has explained simple Android application program. Now I'm going to explain about Android login program and I'm going to demonstrate widgets and layouts. This is our main class. The class name is the main activity, which extends as abstract class activity. It will override as on create, and we have username as null because it takes as a garbage value, and password also same, and we have initialized counter as 3. When the number of attempts are over, it will show as false. And set content is it is used to show the layout activity, and here we are use username edit text by function find view by id. Here we have activity abstract class xml. In the design part, we have given for username edit text 1. In password also we have given edit text 2. And login, and for login we have given login button by RID. We can extract from here. And coming to demonstrate about layouts and widgets, we have used relative layout. And in widgets we have used buttons and small text. In this we are comparing the strings by username and password by get text. If the if it is equal, it shows as equal, and for username we have given admin and password we have given also admin. If it's correct, it shows the right attempt, else if it shows as a wrong attempt. When it shows as a wrong attempt, we have initialize counter as decrease. We have initialize counter as 3. If the number of attempts over means, it will shows as a it shows as a red color. And at last, if counter is decreased to 0, it is shows as enable. In the counter part, I'm going to explain the counter part later. Now I'm going to show the execution of Android login program. Here now I'm running the program. Here we have to select application programming interface 21. Okay. Now it will display. Okay. Here we are seeing the Android phone. Now application is going to start. Here, go to menu and my application. Here is login page. First username as admin, username as password also admin, attempt. The username and password is right. It shows as the right attempt. Now the username and password is wrong. It shows as red mark. We have set the counter as 3, so it takes 3 times. Shows the wrong attempt. We initialize the counter as 3, so it shows as disable. Here in the login function we have set enable. If it's false, it shows as enable.
Hello, I am Parashram Gandhir. Now I am going to speak about the Android Studio. So there are different menus are there. First of all, file menu. As we know about this file menu, we used in different tools. So we use this file menu for creating different projects and deleting that project, and use this menu for closing the project. So first of all, the new project option is there. In this new project option, we create new projects. In this we give the application name of the project, and after that we select the different versions. So in this different versions, on that we are developing the Android app. So now I am selecting the KitKat version, and I am selecting the blank activity. After that I will give as a first name class as a main activity. Click finish it. Project is developing. So there are parts Java and X. Okay, in file the second option will be a module. In this module different modules will come on what platform we are developing that. So phone is there, tablet application is there, mobile TV module is there, Android Wear module is there, Glass module, Google Cloud module. So different modules we select and develop on that platform. After that we import different projects, and can also import modules, and we can import sample codes. And in this new thing, in this new option, we develop or we select different classes. We develop different classes, or we can create different classes with Android source files, packages, activities are there. So different things we create here. In reopen project, open and reopen project, we use for those options for the opening project, and close project will be for the closing the project. Though in settings, for example, we go to the version control. In this version control, we restrict the number of history lines will be of 1000 rows. So after that 1000 rows, the last history will be deleted. So like that it will go. In project structure is there. In project structure, it will show where the Android and Java will be stored, and other settings will come. Other settings will be the default setting of this Android Studio, and configuration of the plugins and default project structure. You can use default settings, or we can customize the settings. We can set as comfortable with us, and we can import other settings also, and we can also export our settings outside, and we can save our all files using this save all option, and we can synchronize with the other devices also. We can export our file to an HTML file like this. So we have exported. We use print option to print our project. We can add our Java file as a favorite. We can encode our project. We can make our file as only read-only project, so others, means intruders, can't access our project. They can't modify our project. So exit option will be for the closing this Android Studio. And next of them, edit option. In this edit option, we use for cut. If we select anything, we use cut options to cut, and copy to copy that selected part, and copy path will be for selecting the path of that any selected project or package, and copy reference will be for if we select any packages here. If we select any project here, we use copy reference here to copy that file name. That means if I paste here, that file name will be selected and that will be pasted here. Okay, in edit option, copy path and copy references and paste. We use paste for pasting any selected or copied or cut portion, cut part, what we have copied from it. Paste from history. We use this paste from history option for pasting any selected history to this project, to this page. Paste here. This will be like paste option only. Use this for this selected project path, or can file name, we can use that and we paste it here. Find. We use this find option for finding any keyword, or use replacing that keyword, and find next. You can if you find any keyword there, if that keyword present further, we use find next to find there, and find previous to previous lines, and like that. Macros, to put macros for recording, means we start this record here, and I will just do this, and I'll stop this record. We give this name as a sample. Save this. After that, I will go to this macros and start this macro recording, or done that, and I'll play that macro, the sample. That was played. Wherever I move, that thing will be shown here. Wherever moved in the project, that thing will be shown in this macro recording. Column selection. In this column selection, see, if I have not selected that column selection, if I select that, from where I start selecting that part, there from there only it starts selecting as a box or like this. If I disable that, if I start selecting, it will start from that main, from here, that starting point, from first column. Select all will be used for selecting whole project, whole thing. Select words at a character. Character means if I put a cursor in a line, if I click the select word at a character, the line will, that line or that word will be selected. This will be done. That unselect word at character will be, if I do selected character, after that unselect, it will be used for the undoing that thing.
Now the complete current statement. In this, if created any objects, so if I do complete current statement here, if any space is needed, it will take automatically. Then join lines. If you want to join two lines, we'll go for this join line. It will join two lines. You can also create one duplicate line. Copy of the previous line you can create. Duplicate line here. We'll take one copy here. So this is the copy of the previous line. If any case you need to toggle, you have to go for this toggle case. It will take automatic case toggle. Toggle the cases. Next one is the view. In this, the tool windows are there. In these tool windows, if some windows are there, if you want to view this window, so you are showing these windows in the main window. So tool window, project window is the favorites are there, Android is the structure there. So it's the Android window, and packages, project window is there. So the next one is the quick definition. If you want to define any quick definition on anything, use this quick definition. Quick definition of this activity. Show sibling. Can show sibling of any activity. Let's see. Next, you can open any recent files which you have opened and any recent changes in the file, and recent changes and recently changed files can open it. And we can tick or untick any toolbars here. If I untick toolbar here, it will disappear. And if I select that toolbar, it will appear again. I can go for the presentation mode. And you can also exit from there. You can go for the full screen, and you can also activate. Now the next one is the navigate. In this navigate we can navigate to any classes, files, symbols or customer regions. So actually this is a path where we can travel, which will show us the path to any files, so that we called as a navigate. So we can find any classes, files, symbols, or we can go to the customized regions also, and we can go to any lines from one line to other line. So cursor will be in this column and this row. When I click in line, it will show where is the cursor, and you can also move to 10th row and 20th column. Go on there. So next one is the back. I can go back from there and forward. And I can also make some bookmarks and all. I can also select some project views and project view and file structure, commanders. I can jump to navigate bar. I can put some declaration on any activities. So I selected this activity main, and I click on, I want that declaration, so I went to this file where I can get that text and design effects on it. And I can also get the implementation, where I implemented for this from this R object. So when I get this R, I get that source file. And if I click on super method, I get super class of that main activity. So it will say action bar activity. I can test this file and some related files are there. So main activity related file will be this XML activity. Related that will be main activity main .xml file. So after that, file structure. I'll get the file structure of this main class, that main activity, the file structure of that main activity. File path, it will show the path of that file where it will be stored. And hierarchy will show the hierarchy of this main activity.java file here. Now if any errors are there, I can move to one error from another error, next to next, and I can also move in previous direction, and I can go to previous types where I can extend this class. And next step will be this. When I go to previous type, I will go to action bar activity. From this, if I go to previous type, we will go to the fragment activity, which action bar activity will be extended. So if I go from this previous to the next activity, will come to action bar activity. From action bar activity, if I go next, will come to main activity. Main activity, where I extended this, main activity will be extended from this action bar activity. In this I can go from one method to the next method. I go from next method, onCreate, will go to onCreate, and if I click it again, will go to onCreate option. So I can move in previous direction also, to previous methods.
So now the code menu. In code menu I explain about the code what we have done in this project. So in code menu different options will come. Override method. In this override method it will show which are all the methods we have overrided here. So these are the methods which we can override. So we have overridden on create option menu and other methods. And next one is the delegate method. Delegate method show which are all the delegate methods are there for use, which are used for this project. And generate. In this generate I can generate different constructors, getters, setters and getter setters, equals and toString method, and different methods I can generate here. In surround with option, if I select anything, if I put cursor anywhere and if I put surround method, I can put that line of code in that line, means that selected part in a if or if else or different control methods, different if and if statements, if else statements, while statements and all. So in surround we can put a code in that statements, and wrap, unwrap and remove. If any statements are put in the any control statements, means if else or loop statements, if I do unwrap of that one, that will be removed and it will come out of that statement. So this is the thing. Next one, completion. Completion is a thing where if anything is not complete, it will make it complete. Wait. It will show there is a boolean, or it will show description, complete description of that this option method. Now it's showing that option method description and all. And in completion, smart type will come. Smart type means the type of that function. Here it is action bar. This action setting will be taken from this action bar. So action bar is an variable in r.java file. In cyclic expand word and cyclic expand word backward. In this So backward function or backward variable will be expanded here. Is it true? If I do backward, which is the override will be written again here. So you will take it as a backward. If I use just expand, use just cyclic expand word, it will take from this one, this true thing, true variable. Next one is folding. Folding will tell you about the code where if this is a function, if I do folding of this function, it will collapse. If I do collapse, it will collapse to this thing. It will be this much now. If I expand this, it will be expanded. See, collapse. That function will be collapsed to one statement. So this statement tells about the function what we are using now. The code will be here. If I expand this one, the code what we have written inside this function will be here. And I can insert live templates, and surrounding with live templates I can do this one. I can also insert line comments. If I want to put any line comments here, I can put line comments from here. I also put code block comments. So by using block comments I can put here. The comments will not affect the program execution. So next is the move statement down and up. I can move a statement down and also up. If I go the move statement down, the statement will be moved down. If I move that statement up, it will be moved up. I can also move line down, line up. So this is the line which is moved down, and this is the line moved up. So this is the all. Thank you.
Hi, good morning everyone. Today I am going to explain Android Studio Pro remaining part. So now we will go to Analyze menu. In Analyze menu we have different options. First is Inspect Code. This will do inspect code will generate the code for the project. Next, run inspection by name, giving the name to the inspection and runs the code. Next, offline view. Next, analyze dependency. Here we can depend the code and analyze the code. Next, analyze backward dependency, analyze cyclic dependency, analyze module dependency. These are the options in the analyze code. Next menu is refactor. In refactor menu we have different options like refactor this. Means if you click the refactor option menu, it will take, we can give the different name to the functions. Refactors means function name can refactor in the menu. So next renaming the refactors. Next change signature. We can change the signature of the functions using change signature. Move option to move the code, copy the code or extract the code with a different variable, constant, field, parameters or parameter object. Find and replace code duplicate. Here this option is used to find and replace the code in something you have to find, we can use the find and replace in the Android Studio. Particular code or particular function, then we can use find and replace the code. Pull memory up, push memory down. These are the options for the pushing and pulling the memory up and down. User interface, replace inheritance with delegation. Replace inheritance with delegation means here replace inheritance and delegation. Delegated members are there, different delegated members. We can check the different delegated members and use the resources using this delegation inheritance with delegation methods, and refactor it and show the generate the inheritance with delegation method. So next we have a replace constructor with factory method. Replace we have a replace method replacing the constructor with using this menu. Next we will go to build. In build menu we have different options like make project, make module app, rebuild project, clean project, generate signed APK, or deploy model to app project. Here make project means making the project of our app. So we can create a project, we can make a project like using a make project. After making a project, have to do for a app, make module app. So if you have to do a app from project, then make module app option is necessary. Next, rebuild project. When you build the project, you have to rebuild. You want to rebuild again that same project, then click on the rebuild project by using a rebuild option. Next, clean the project. If the data can be cleaned by using the clean project. Next, generate signed APK. Generate signed APK means APK files is being generated using this wizard. First, key store path. So give some path to store the your APK file. Create new or choose existing. Anyway, you can choose that and choose the password, key password, and save the process. Okay, this is to generate the APK. Next is deploy module to App Engine. So our module is already completed. We have to deploy the module to our app. So we can use this. We will use this deploy module to App Engine to deploy the our code to App Engine. This option is used after deploying the App Engine. Next, now we go to our project and run our to run our project, use the run menu. So first, in that many options are there. First one is run app. Run app is used to run our app. To run our app. Debug app means to check the errors or debugging the errors or for our app. So run and debug is similar to run and debug options like C program. To run the project, run our project and debug our project. Edit configuration. Next option. In edit configuration, Android applications are there, default applications are there. Android applications. In Android applications, we can select the many modules like apps, some other things. Next, package. What type of package you have to deploy the APK. Next, activity. Launch default activity, launch activity, some different activities we can select here. Next, target device. Target device for saving the targets, saving our launches. Next, USB device or eliminator, like these options are available to our Android Studio. We can use for this save the APK apps. Next, resume program. Resume program option is used to resume the code or running the code. Next, toggle line breakpoint. When we press the Ctrl F or toggle line of breakdown option, we can toggle the code, toggle method breakdown or line breakdown. Difference between toggle line breakdown or toggle method breakdown is it breaks the line on particular line in a code, and method breakdown will break the method in a code. Toggle temporary line breakdown. This is another option to break down the lines. It is for only for temporary. We break down points. This is used to view the breakdown points. Debugger to Android process. Attach debugger to Android process. So this option is used to debug the Android process for our files. Next one is tools. In tools we have different task and context. This task and context is used for switch. In this, switch task, open task, configure servers, some other options are there. Switch task means it will switch to the particular task in our project, or switch to the task. Open task is used to open the task of our project. Next, configure servers. So to configure the server, we use this configure server to particular client and server side. Next, save context, load context, clear context. These are the options used to save the context of the file, load the context, or clear the context in the code. Next, save file as template. So if you want to save the file as your file to a template, this option is used. Different templates of types are there. Select them and save the templates whatever you want to be a file name, and just click the OK button. Next, generate Java document. To generate the Java document, we are using this file. These options, to generate a Java document, just click the Java document file. Generate Java document. We want to generate whole document, whole project, or module apps, or current files. Where there are different types, we can select them and generate the Java documents for the project or app. Next, save projects as a templates. There difference between Java files as a template, Java project as a template. It stores whole project as a template, and manage project templates means it will manage the saved templates as a saved templates in a project. Next, Android navigation editor. As already said, navigator, there are different options. In Android we can use the navigator editor, memory monitor, synchronization, AVD manager, SDK manager. We'll see AVD manager. AVD manager is used to specify the memory required for the system or app, whatever we created app. For example, we select the action criteria. There are different actions are shown. You can select them, and these are the requirements that we have to specify. We have specified for our app. Memory, size of the disk, CPU, specification of the app, or specification of our app. Means here SDK, AVD manager will specify the requirement specification of our hab or advanced specification of our hab. Next, SDK manager. SDK manager will enable SDK systems. Next, open terminal. Here directly we can open the terminal of DOS terminals using the open terminal option. Next, local history, VCS optional menu